Air signs. Hi, how are you? Things are changing. Things are different. Things are like flipped on their head. I'm noticing air signs that no matter what direction you're coming from, things are the opposite. Either they are more busy than usual. Like, if things are usually really slow, it's like, well, we got stuff to do, we got things to do, we got places to do. And if things are usually really fast, then you're being asked to slow down. Now, I think this process is literally about balance, air signs. I don't know if most of you are fixed or if there's just a lot of fixed energy like going like this is just the way I am and there's no middle ground and I just do this way every time. And so you're being asked to reevaluate your old way of being and come into this newer way. And now in time we'll find balance, but for now we're experimenting. We are where we are. We got so good at being one way, you know, like even like if you're always a happy air sign and all of a sudden you're just like angry all the time. You know, you're so used to being one way. Spirit needs you to have a little aggression because you've been too passive. You've been too polite. You've been too whatever, you know, maybe you've been too aggressive, you know, and you've just found yourself wanting to be nice to people. Either way, it's along those lines, and we'll get into it. This is a shitty, these are like the non-tobacco blunt papers. And like as a cigarette smoker, it's probably the safest thing for me to smoke because I start wanting the tobacco blunts, like, as an ex-cigarette smoker. I like tobacco. So, anyway, we're doing it like this, not tobacco blunts. Right now, anyway, I'm gonna definitely get myself like a nice flavored blunt, but here's our, okay, so, air signs, see? We're doing things differently. Doing things differently. So I've smoked joints my whole life and I'm smoking blunts now. Something like that. Things are just different. You just don't, like, something is asking you to flip your perspective. Yeah. I feel there is a love message that you're not quite getting because you're not asking the right questions. It's saying get curious, and I'm saying it's getting curious within a partnership. Asking the right questions, although it seems that that's not happening because the card is upside down. I feel like your intuition and your healing is like on point. Like you are there. You are showing up gently and being receptive, you know. Yeah, but the home and the communication and the partnerships is a little upside down. So the love sector is upside down. The home sector is upside. It's not exactly what you wanted or what you expected, our signs. But you are becoming your more authentic self. Like, I think you're just tuned into you right now. Your intuition is up. Your healing powers are up. And you are just taking your time and living your life excitedly, authentically, something like that. Which is where you are meant to be right now. So, good job with that, air signs. Sorry about your miscommunication. Let me see. Your missed communication. But also the telecommunication, telekinesis is coming into my head. So, moving things with your mind, bringing things closer to you, talking through your mind is somehow relevant. What's this Wheel of Fortune? Okay, the deck is closed on this side. Okay, so a new cycle is approaching. In love, particularly, it's just there is a self that is being reborn, so you are relearning how to love, is the connection that I'm tapping into. Maybe you have really negative self-thoughts, and you are learning how to talk nicely to yourself. Sit down, Rainbow, please. Sit. Why don't you sit? Why don't you sit? Good boy. Yeah, and you're learning how to talk nicely to yourself. Also, yeah, this is just a flip in perspective. It's like the old way of loving is gone. Your old types of partners are gone. Your old type of self is changing. You are balancing out your negative and your positive. Maybe you were overcompensating your masculine side and you forgot about your feminine side, or maybe you were over feminizing yourself, you forgot about your masculine side. Like you weren't, you know what I mean? Like, so you're having a time to reflect on the side that you've been neglecting of yourself, so that you can better be whole. Behold the better you. It's coming through. So yeah, behold the better you. She's coming through. That's it. I see great balance. I see the fear dissolving. I don't even want to look at the fear card. It doesn't even feel correct for you. And I see you really, really balancing where you were very imbalanced before. Sit down, please. Come on. Sit. Rainbow, sit down or go to bed. Pick one. Sit. Thank you. Wait. I'm doing something. Wait. My child will not wait, even though I've asked him to. Yes, magician energy. So, lots of strength for you. It's definitely new. I know. We are like overcoming our fears. If your fear was being alone with your thoughts, you're alone with your thoughts. If your fear was being out with your friends, you are out with your friends. Or if you're out with strangers, then you're out with strangers. Or yeah, overcoming our fears or our obstacles or our weaknesses. What are you from this perspective? Who are you if you do this? Do these things define you? Whether or not you do them. I guess you're finding that out. Well, came here alone, we leave here alone, air signs. So in between, it's not necessary to always be with someone one way or the other. Also, I'm being directed to talk about how souls, spirits in the spiritual world move through each other. You know, they don't stand side by side. You know, they experience this whole essence of each other if they so choose by melding. So when that happens, we begin to change. This can even happen with auras, connecting auras. So if you are, connecting auras with certain people, you might have a change in perspective. If you are connecting auras with a new place or a new timeline, you might have a change in perspective. If you are connecting auras, new house, new animals, you might have a change in perspective. If you are going through devastating time, you might have a change in perspective. So, whatever is triggering this change in perspective for you, which can be a layer of things. It doesn't have to be one thing. It's obviously for your betterment and for your growth. And you do see improvements in certain ways that you think or certain decisions that you make based on this newfound perspective. And although it's different, you like it. Yeah, you're balancing something out. Could have been, people would consider, I'm like, it's like chemical imbalance, but you are working on the chemicals in your body and thereby healing the chemicals in your mind. You know, the gut and the mind are so connected. Literally, they look similar, right? Like the belly and the brain, the intestines. It's just wiggly worms. But what you feed one, the other also endures. So yeah, taking care of yourself, honoring yourself, and being there for yourself in these times of change. And literally, you are all by yourself, and you feel that now, and that's okay. It's a process of growth. Not many people are able to. I think most people have to experience this types of change and alone time and difference, but not many people submerge themselves in it. So embrace it for what it is, and leave what you don't need behind. Let it go. You know, we reflect on the past so much, too much. It's no longer here. So just be who you are right now. Where you are right now. Balance it out. You can love your old self. You should love your new self even more, because that's where you are. That's who you are. So yeah, your old self was great. But I think your new self is going to be better, because it still harbors the memory of the old self. It just gives you the maturity and the wisdom, the age, the time that comes with your new self. So congratulations on the new you. I actually think she's gorgeous. And I actually think that she is ready to lift up a whole room, because her heart glows and people feel that. So yeah, namaste everybody. I feel you've gotten your reading. 13 minutes for the air signs. Okay. Enjoy, guys. Enjoy. And be sure to visit the website, www.thehonestgypsycloset. We added closet.com. GYPSEY, honestgypsycloset.com/shop to buy some of my friend Clarissa's lovely, lovely fucking paintings on different articles of clothing. Yeah, I look forward to adding more artists into the shop. So check that out for me. For you, for local artists. It's actually really nice. Great. Namaste.